Daytime on NBC. It'll excite you.
Rosa?
I'll get it, Uncle.
Thank you, Courtney.
Mason, am I glad to see you?
Yeah, I'd use my key if I had a key. How's Dad been since he got back?
Courtney, who is it?
I think I'll just walk right on into the lion's den. Hi, Dad.
Mason, if you want to discuss the trial, I'm not in the mood to deal with it.
No, actually, it's about Kelly. I wanted to see her after we recess.
Forget it. They don't allow visitors for 24 hours.
Yeah, that's what they told me on the phone, but I was hoping maybe you could get them to bend their rules a little bit.
No. Let's do it their way. Let's hope they know what they're doing.
How was she when you left?
Scared to death. She held on to me like she did when she was a little girl. She just wouldn't let go.
Yeah, well, she's ill, Dad. She had to be put in a hospital.
You know that for sure, Mason? I don't.
Now, Rawlings is a top man in psychiatry. He should be able to help her. Besides, what choice did we have? It was either that or prison.
I could have gotten her out of the country.
Yeah, that would have been as good as an admission of guilt, and you know it. You're the first to say she's not guilty.
Well, she's not insane. I don't care what those doctors want us to believe.
She's in pretty bad shape, Dan.
I want your sister home, Mason.
She'll come home.
She will. And then we're going to fight them. We're going to prove that it was self-defense.
I would have tried to calm him down, but I got to get back to the courthouse. Jury selection starts this afternoon. I'm expecting Julia to challenge him as fast as they come through the door.
I just wish this was all over.
It will be soon. You take care.
Okay.
Courtney, has Mary called?
No, but I did see her at the Orient Express.
Alone?
Yeah, she looks like she was waiting for someone.
I'll check back in later. You hang in there, huh?
I could ask Eden to fire the chef.
Oh, no, the food's fine. I'm just not as hungry as I thought I was.
Mary, I wanted to tell you that I saw Mark in the hospital today. He asked me if I'd seen you. I dodged it that time. I don't know how I did.
You didn't tell him that I'm staying with you?
No. Mary, how long are you going to keep him in the dark?
As far as I'm concerned, it's none of his business anymore. I am never going back to Mark.
Would you please tell me what happened between the two of you?
I'm just not ready to talk about it, Sophia.
Not even to Mason?
No, especially not to Mason.
Does he know that you're separated? Do you realize how much he cares about you? And I think you care about him, too. I would think that that would make it a lot easier to talk to him.
No, it makes it harder.
It's pretty. Is it new?
Not mine.
Whose is it?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
Come on, Julie. I'm really not in the mood for guessing games.
Well, if you try real hard, I think you'll only have to come up with one guess.
I don't think it's my shade.
Is it Sheila's?
Wait a minute. You think that belongs to Sheila Carlisle?
Well, now we are finally connecting.
What do I have to do to prove to you that we were only business associates?
Just by coincidence, she happened to come into Santa Barbara just for the start of your trial.
How do I know? Maybe she has a morbid curiosity in it.
A photographer went to a lot of trouble to make you two look like more than corporate acquaintances.
Come on, Julie. Even your own investigator said they were rigged photos. I never had anything to do with Sheila outside of business.
You paid a lot of money to make sure that those pictures didn't get into circulation. Why?
Why? Why do you think? Because I didn't want to risk a scandal, that's why. You're the one who told me that fake photos are almost as damaging as real ones. You said that.
Is that the only reason?
You know, I really resent having to go through this again. I told you the truth. If that's not good enough, I'm sorry.
Fine. You tell me what this was doing in your hotel room and I will drop it, all right?
Is breaking and entering your new line of work, Lionel?
Just returning the favor.
My name is Pearl.
Not according to my research here.
how the heck you got in here.
Maybe the same way you got onto my boat. I saw you leaving.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
That's very fine. And you get lost. Return the favor.
First of all, it was bad manners, right? And then you're the one who stole my notebook. Why?
Why, oh, come on, Lionel. You know why. What is this?
Answer the question.
You want to tell me what you know about Madeline Laurent?
I don't want to bore you.
I don't think you're going to bore me, Lionel. It sounds to me like you got material for a future bestseller. I mean, those erased dates alone are enough to make prosecutors stand up and take notice.
Oh, really? Well, I'll tell you something. Your life is a blank page. Would you like me to fill it in for you? First of all, there's the Sanskrit, isn't there? How does a guy like you come to know, read and write an ancient language? Huh?
Yeah, just a
Can you answer that?
Imagine that. I can't answer that.
Oh, what about the picture?
Well,
The picture. Oh, wait a minute, Mikey. Michael. Oh, yeah, Michael Bowen Bradford III. Now, it says here that Michael went to Europe, to the Far East, and even to South America.
Oh, come on, give me a break. If you think that thing
real?
is real,
Oh.
you think it's real?
Oh, listen.
Do you? That's your problem, not mine.
Really? How about the picture?
Out of here.
I got to thinking to myself, I thought, does that face belong to the New England Bradford? Maybe the son of the ambassador, Win Bradford, old Winnie, they called him at prep school. Maybe the grandson of Win Sr., the governor, former vice presidential candidate. Might have made it if it hadn't been for a little hanky-panky with a secretary. That the one?
Look at all these syllables that you're tossing around. Just make me dizzy. My name is Pearl. How many times do I have to tell you that?
Really? Well, I haven't even gotten to the Baldwin side of the family yet. I mean, there's old Lester Stevenson Baldwin, Michael Stevenson Baldwin, the raconteur, playboy millionaire.
Hey, speaking of playboys, Lionel, you want to finally answer my question? What were you and Miss Madeline doing on those lonely little afternoons in the bungalow, huh? Playing pinochle? What's the matter, Lion? You finally run out of things to say?
Kelly, lunchtime is almost over. Please try and eat something.
How are we doing, Kelly? Well, I see we haven't much of an appetite.
She hasn't eaten a thing, Doctor.
It's good food, Kelly. The kitchen is very good here.
I want to go home.
This is your home now, Kelly, until you're well, and the staff and I, we're like your family.
I want my father.
He'll be visiting you very soon.
No, now.
Now you have to eat your lunch. And then Nurse will take you to group therapy.
I'm too tired to go.
She keeps asking to lie down.
Kelly, you have to listen to the nurses.
Why did you give me that medicine? It made me tired.
It was to make you forget all the bad feelings you've been carrying inside.
He said I shouldn't forget. He said I should remember. That's what he said. Now, how can I do that when I'm half asleep?
Who told you that, Kelly?
Justin. He was my friend.
I'm your friend too, Kelly. And I'm going to help you get well. But you have to try to fit into your new life here.
I don't like it here.
Well, I'm afraid we've missed lunch. Why don't you go to group and we'll talk later?
No. I want to sleep.
Kelly, we sleep only at night here. Come on, be a good girl, and then tonight you can have dinner with the other patients.
I'm not hungry.
Maybe not now, but you will be. We all work together here. Don't make Nurse tell me that you haven't been doing your part.
Got
Gotta hand it to you, buddy. You don't give up. I mean, first you play a visitor who's lost his pass.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you and every other coconut in here, and now you forget what room you're in.
Hey, it's room 415. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. That's it, huh? You're sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. How could I forget my own room? This is it, 415.
Yeah, okay. You're the boss. This is it, huh?
Yeah, this is it. Thanks.
Okay. You be a good boy now. Understand? So who are you?
I'm new here. Who are you?
I'm Jimmy.
Yeah, well, Jimmy, so what's the agenda for today, huh?
You don't belong in here.
Sure I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, sure I do. This is my room.
No, it's not. In supper time, they're gonna find out.
Yeah? Well, I'll be long gone by supper time.
No, you won't. They keep us locked up in here till then.
You don't need much evidence to convict, do you?
What am I supposed to think?
Come here. Did it ever occur to you that this might belong to the person who occupied my hotel room before I checked in?
I thought you'd say that.
Julia, I'm telling you the truth. I've never seen this damn thing before.
Look, it's not a crime if you're seeing another woman. Just don't lie to me.
Listen to me. You are the only woman I've been with since Madeline. If you can't learn to trust me, we have nothing.
Trust has got to be earned.
Do you remember what I said to you last night? That I love you? Huh? Who in your past did this to you? Who made you mistrust things like this? Is it so hard to believe that a man can love you and not betray you?
Yes. I'm just afraid of being hurt. It's happened before.
Look, Julia, if that's all the faith you have in me, we're in big trouble here.
I'm sorry. Look, I'll just try to keep those feelings someplace else. I'll try to control them. I'm very sorry if I hurt you.
So you believe me? Last-minute cram session? I recall my college days, those never really worked.
What, Mason? Are you here for a liquid reinforcement?
No, I don't need one, Julia. I've got the most incredible burst of confidence. In fact, I'm going to move to have the proceedings televised. No reason why my legal genius shouldn't be seen far and wide.
No way, no TVs, forget it.
Oh, come on, Julia, don't be such a stick. Your client has a great face for television. You're not so bad yourself. Maybe the public should see the Capwells in action. It shouldn't take them too long to realize I'm being used as their scapegoat. Oh, I think it's just a beginning for you, David. Your case has Movie of the Week written all over it.
Do you mind?
Oh, I know. You two need to steal all the time you can get. Well, remember, jury selection starts promptly at 1. Make sure your socks match. Camera picks up everything.
It also picks up insincerity. I'd watch that if I were you.
Oh, when your client is on the stand, I'll be watching quite a lot of it.
Sophie, I can't stay. I'm sorry.
Barry, I want you to talk to him.
I can't yet. Look, do me a favor. The next lunch is on me, all right?
Hello.
Hello, Mason. I was just leaving.
Double parked?
No, I'm just in a hurry.
Mary, will you tell me what's going on? Why you left the house that way? I take it you're staying with Sophia.
Yes, I am. She's been very kind.
Well, I'd like to be, too. Let's have dinner tonight.
Oh, Mason, please don't push.
I'm not budging. Are you going to make me call the judge and tell him that I can't make it to the courtroom this afternoon because the woman I love won't consent to have dinner with me?
All right, we'll have dinner.
You just saved the case.
No. It looks like we've hit a stalemate.
I congratulate myself on my fine musical ear detecting the last traces of a Boston accent.
And I congratulate myself for decoding Madeline's date book.
Huh?
You see, and finding that you've been meeting on a rather regular basis with the young lady, including once right before the murder.
I had nothing to do with her death.
Why were you meeting with her?
That's my business.
I'm sure it is. But you see, the problem is I have a friend who's interested.
Ah. Julia. I wondered why she's been looking at me strangely lately. I'm gonna have to have a talk with Julia.
Yeah, it sounds like an excellent idea. She's at the Orient Express. She should be there a little while longer.
Tell me, does Julia know about Michael Bradford III?
No, and I'd rather like to keep it that way.
Why? There are worse things than being a language scholar and coming from a distinguished family?
Excuse me, but I believe we were on our way to the Orient Express.
Listen, Pearl, making deal. I'll forget about this if you let me use the library. Huh?
Deal.
You know, now that I come to think of it, there was something else that... Oh, wow. You know what it was? It was that the ambassador's son got in trouble someplace and suddenly disappeared from the face of the map. I can't remember the details, but I'm sure they'll come to me.
Well, that makes two of us, I believe. So let's leave the ancient history to the past.
I gotta talk to Julia.
You got it. Let's go.
Didn't Pearl tell you where he was going or when he was coming back?
Why, Julia? What do you want him to do now? Well, I'm sure whatever it has something to do with helping David, since David seems to be all you think about these days.
Naturally. David is my client.
Oh. So why should he be punished for murdering my sister, right?
Courtney, why are you so sure that he's guilty? I mean, Pearl was arrested once and he was innocent.
That was very different.
The evidence that you have against David is not exactly overwhelming. In fact, it's rather flimsy. And it's certainly not enough to make you believe that he's guilty unless you're predisposed to. Why are you predisposed to? Why do you hate him so much?
I didn't always, not before this. Before this, I thought of David as if he were my own brother. And I loved him. And that's what makes this so hard. But my sister is dead, Julia. And I want David to pay for taking her away from me.
Courtney, did you know Sheila Carlisle?
No, the name sounds familiar. Maybe Madeline knew her. Why don't you ask your client, Julia? You believe everything he says.
As hard as it is for you to believe, you and I are on the same side. Really, we are. We both want Madeline's killer brought to justice.
You don't. You are defending a murderer. Now, I think this conversation has gone long enough. If you want to ask me any more questions, you can ask them in court.
If you have any sense of decency, you ought to be very sure of David's guilt before you go in there and you damn him up and down. Nothing is more dangerous in a jury's eyes than knowing that his family wants him convicted.
Julia, do you think you really should be talking to me about family loyalty? From what Pearl tells me, you have no room to talk. He says that you would rather implicate your own brother-in-law than see David brought to justice.
That's a lie.
Is it? Well, I wonder how Lionel would feel if he knew what you were up to.
We're too late.
I was sure that Julia would wait until I got back. Well, looks like we're going to have to try the courthouse.
I'll tell you what, you go ahead. I'll say hello to a friend.
Okay, I'll wait in the car.
Thanks.
Excuse me, Mr. C. Sorry for tackling you like that.
It's all right, Pearl. No harm done.
Maybe the Rams could use me yet, eh?
Maybe.
Oh, sorry. I'll catch you at the house, huh?
I tried to see Kelly this morning, but they wouldn't let me. They said that she probably can't have visitors for 24 hours.
I know what you're going through.
I'm all right.
You sure?
Yes, getting the radiation treatments, that's a wait-and-see situation since I'm so worried about Kelly.
Is there anything I can do?
No, oh, Lionel, you have just been wonderful. Things have been a lot easier with friends like you and Augusta.
You two friends. Who says the world has run out of miracles?
I know. Rick's been terrific, too.
Well, he's a terrific kid. Very lucky.
Well, I'm glad that you two can still smile. Especially after everything our daughter's going through. Some things never change, do they?
Well, I hope you don't expect me to apologize for smiling.
I don't expect anything from you, Lockridge.
Oh.
But you, I thought, would care enough to call about Kelly.
I tried to see her this morning and they wouldn't let me.
Maybe if you'd spent more time with her, none of this would have happened.
That is unkind and unfair, and you have no right to say that to me.
Really? Well, what have you been doing with yourself while your daughter's been falling apart, huh? What have you been up to?
What the hell is the matter with you, CC? Can't you see what she's been up against?
No, wait, Lionel, that's enough. Please, I want you to both stop it, and I think you had better leave.
Yes. Maybe I'd better. I can see you. You two need your privacy.
Why didn't you let me finish?
Oh, because I was afraid of what you were going to say.
Maybe he should know the truth, huh? At least he'd back off.
I don't want him to.
You don't have to defend him to me, you know.
Look at it from his point of view. He was frightened, he's upset about Kelly, and I was nowhere to be found.
You were ill, remember?
I know, but it looked to him like I didn't care.
We both know it's a lie.
Well, I wish he did.
Why haven't you told him?
Because I don't want him to know. I don't want his sympathy. I'd rather keep the distance.
Is that really what you want?
Yes.
For a while there, it looked as if you two were getting closer.
We were until he decided to strip you of the house and everything else you own.
Maybe if the shoe had been on the other foot, I would have done the same thing.
Oh, no. No, you never would have done anything like that.
I have to go. Are you sure you're okay?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
I am.
I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Kelly, this is your leaderless therapy group. That's Dorothy. Dorothy, Kelly.
Hi. Hi.
And this is Alice. And that's Rose.
We call her Rockin' Rose. I want to call in.
Cooperate and you'll have phone privileges very soon.
No, I don't want to stay here.
Kelly, these are your friends. Talk to them. Get to know each other. The nurse will come for you when it's time.
No, I want to go now.
Kelly, you have to talk to the other patients and not just to the doctors and nurses. Believe me, pretty soon this will be your favorite time of day. It is for Dorothy.
Yeah. We'll see that she feels right at home, Doctor.
Good. I'll check in on you later.
That'll get you to Narrows. What are they? That's when they don't let anyone come see you. You can't use the phone. Well, you get too many, they'll put you upstairs. What's there? Isolation ward. God, I hate it there. Boy, nobody's going to make me go back there. I told them I'll do everything that they want. What's wrong with her? Nothing. Everything. Oh, stop. They'll come back. How long have they been here? Before me, I don't know. My name's Kelly. Does she talk? Not to me. Who knows, maybe we'll all end up that way. But not if you do what the doctor says. That's what I do. And I know I'll be going home soon, because I do just what they want. How long have you been here? 3. You know, I can't remember.
Won't do you any good, they lock it.
Yeah, so this is what they call therapy, is it?
Yeah. We call it siesta time, though. Who knows? Maybe they need a little break from us once in a while.
Hey, what's this?
Playing cards. Bobby don't go nowhere without them.
Really? Excuse me. It's okay, Bobby. I just wanted to borrow one of your cards. Just one, you know, I could
Just a little, you know, I'm not going to do anything to it. It's just one card. Come on. Thanks.
Well, there's a first. It won't work.
How do you know?
Don't you think we tried that? It don't work. There's other ways, though.
Oh?
It's gonna take cash, though. We don't take credit around here.
Huh. Will 20 do?
It might.
Thought so.
We're in business. Now you're gonna learn your way around here, kid.
You know, if you don't stop rejecting jurors, we're going to be ready to retire before we get to trial.
I only challenged 3 of them.
Yeah, one of them was a minister.
Yeah, who wanted to open up his own church, and he won't let anyone in over 20.
So he admires youth.
He was a lunatic.
Should be your client's kind of guy.
I requested a change of venue, and it was denied, and I'm going to take as much time as I want. I want an unbiased jury.
Yeah, well, good luck. We Americans tend to sort of look down on wife slayers. Come on. Oh, by the way, I know that you know Sheila Carlisle is in town. I wouldn't count on her for much help for your client, however.
Really?
Yeah, we spent a delightful evening the other night. She is very fond of David, however.
Is she?
Yeah, but then you'd know that, what with Pearl skulking all around the hotel like a poor man's Sam Spade.
Gonna use her as a witness for the prosecution?
What? Tell you and spoil the suspense? Not on your life. I'll say this for David. He has good taste.
You know, there's nothing going on between them, Mason. They're just business associates.
All right.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just that I think you could learn a tip or two from your client. Like how to juggle 3 lovers without your wife finding out. Or how to get the jilted lady to hold up your end of the story at little or no cost.
Get out, Mason.
Nobody appreciates friendly advice anymore. Well, here's an eclectic combination, gentlemen.
Julian, we're going to have a talk.
He knows what we're after.
I understand that you're the one who sent Pearl to steal my date book and just today to rifle through the belongings on my boat.
I'm sorry, Lionel.
Sorry. Sorry for what? For suspecting me of murder or for the several felonies that you two have committed?
We only borrowed the date book.
Julia, do you really believe that I killed Madeline Laurent?
No.
Oh.
I've known you my whole life, Lionel. I don't think you're a murderer. But you are hiding something.
You were getting as suspicious as your sister.
What were you doing meeting Madeline in that bungalow?
It was business.
Why the secrecy?
I can't tell you. I just am going to tell you that it has nothing to do with the trial.
You don't know that. What kind of business were you discussing?
I can't tell you, Julia. It's confidential. You'll have to take my word that it has nothing to do with David or this trial.
You may have been the last person to see Madeline alive. You may have seen or heard something. Lionel, whatever you're hiding may lead us to the real truth behind all of this.
Your call caught me off guard.
Really? So did this.
I wondered where I left that. Thanks.
Yeah, I could have done without your little memento from our last visit.
Sorry if it caused a problem.
Are you?
Who found it? Michael?
Michael? I don't even know a Michael.
Oh, well, it must have been your female Perry Mason, then.
Look, the last thing I need right now is for anyone to get suspicious about us.
I said I was sorry. Why aren't you in court? I thought your trial started today.
Yeah, it's jury selection day. Look, I gotta get back.
Well, don't let me keep you.
Fine, just don't give anyone else a reason to connect us, okay? Because all I need right now is to make one false step, and that jury might just begin to believe I did murder Madeline.
I'm sure you're going to be okay.
Do you? I don't.
I think these might surprise Lionel. Oh, they're just beautiful. Mm-hmm. Lionel and Augusta have been so wonderful to me through all of this. I just hope maybe I can cheer him up with these.
Well, now all we need to do is cheer you up a little bit. What's wrong, Sophia?
I, had yet another misunderstanding with Cece. Nothing new, is it?
Well, you still care about him, don't you?
Yes, I think I do. But he certainly doesn't know that. I haven't told him about the surgery. I don't want to. So I've been avoiding him. Because I'm avoiding him, he thinks I'm not interested.
Why don't you tell him the truth, Sophia? Can't you do that now?
Absolutely not. I don't want to.
Well, I don't know why I'm pushing you. There's something that I haven't been able to tell Mason, and that sure is causing problems between us.
Do I at least have a right to know why you don't want to tell him?
I just don't want to drive him away. But, you know, he knows that there's something I'm keeping from him, and it's upsetting to him, and I think it's making him doubt that I really love him.
You better tell him that you do.
Do you like it here? I don't. Wish my father or Joe would come and take me home. Joe's my husband. I don't know why he isn't here. He wouldn't leave me. No. Joe's gone too. He's dead. They keep saying he's dead. I guess he is. And there's another man. Oh, thank goodness. I know him. He's my friend.
Kelly, it's okay. I'll find some way to help you. I promise, okay?
What do you think you're doing?
Well, that's a friend of mine.
Don't you know you're not supposed to be in the women's wing? Who's your doctor?
Hey, don't worry, Rita. I'll take care of this one. We go way back, don't we, buddy?
Yeah, I just want to talk to a friend of mine.
Now you're Romeo?
No, I just want to talk to him for a few
Yeah,
minutes.
well, you've broken the rules, lover boy.
Bring him to isolation.
No, wait a minute. Better yet, put me back in my room. I mean, I'll stay
It's too
put this
late.
minute.
You
Come
dance
on.
to the band, you pay the man. Let's go.
Kelly! No, you can't. This is... No, come on, no! You don't have to do that.
I'll call Dr. Rollins. He may want to sedate.
No. I'm quieting down. I'm quieting down. I'm fine.
I love this guy.
Look, just... How long do I have to stay in here anyway?
24 hours. And when you rejoin our little community tomorrow, you just remember to obey the rules. So I'll be alright.
When I met with Madeline, we never talked about David or her marriage, only business.
Business you won't divulge.
I have told you before it had nothing to do with this case.
Maybe that business was linked to her death.
That's impossible.
Were you having an affair with Madeline?
No. Now, we always maintained a strictly business relationship, even though she was a beautiful woman.
Are you sure?
If I'd had an affair with her, I'd remember. I was trying to get closer to Augusta at the time. I didn't want to risk messing it up.
Did you keep any record of the business meetings?
I have told you that it had nothing to do with the... Look, it's confidential. It had to do with Madeline's father, Grant Capwell. That's all I can tell you. And if you insist that I reveal more, it's going to hurt a lot of people and not do you one bit of good. Now, you've always taken my word before. Please, I'm hoping you'll do it this time.
All right.
Am I free to go?
Thank you for coming down.
Good luck with your case. Pearl? I suppose it was a pleasure.
Yeah, Your Honor. Hey, that's a relief. At least it sounds to me like your brother-in-law is clean, huh?
They didn't tell us very much. Did you find anything on the yacht?
Yeah, but I'm not really sure I want to let you in on it. You see, I kind of like this guy.
Pearl!
Oh, look at Julia. I am feeling very funny about this whole business, okay?
Is it that bad?
It's not that bad. It's nothing. It's kind of confusing. It's like walking around with a monkey on my back. That's what it's
Hand
like.
it to me. Let me see it.
Okay, but you gotta promise me. You gotta promise me one thing, okay? You gotta give this guy the benefit of every doubt.
I wouldn't do that to Lionel, and you know it.
Now just keep in mind that this correspondence could be subject to many different kinds of interpretations.
I think we've kept our meetings secret long enough. I've waited for your sake and the sake of your family, but I can't wait any longer. I don't want us to go on like this. I want the world to know whether you're ready to deal with it or not. Yours, Madeline.
Now, that doesn't have to mean what you think it means or what most of the free world thinks it means.
Sounds like an affair to me. If I put Lionel up on the stand, point blank ask him, he'll tell me he wasn't there, right? And then if I read this to the jury, it's going to make the jury wonder about Lionel, right?
Julia, I don't like what I'm hearing here.
I am just doing my job.
It sounds a little bit above and beyond the call.
I owe David the best defense that I can give him. And there is nothing better than introducing a possible suspect to put a reasonable doubt in the minds of the jury.
Now, just wait a minute, okay? Will you just step back from this just a minute? Think about your family. Think about your sister.
Don't you
Think
talk to me about my family and my sister. You know how important they are to me. I have a sworn responsibility to my client. David takes precedence right now. Right now, David comes first.
David?
That's right.
Oh, I see. If you hurt anybody else along the way, for his sake, that's just too bad.
Pearl, can you please stop doing that just for a minute?
No, I can talk and brush at the same time. Look, Courtney, I just got back here, and I'm running a little bit behind.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't be running behind if you weren't playing detective for Julia. You know, Pearl, I know what her strategy is going to be. She's going to paint Madeline as some kind of nymphomaniac and David as the loyal, faithful husband.
I'm sorry, but aren't you stretching the scenario just a little bit?
I can't believe all the sympathy David is getting. It's as if he was the victim and it was Madeline who was murdered. Pearl, you're helping them.
What?
You're helping them.
Okay, if David is guilty, the last thing I want is for him to get off scot-free. Now,
He
you know
is
that.
guilty.
Oh, he is. Now, you tell me, what do you know that none of us know, okay?
I just know that he did it.
Uh-huh. And Julia just knows that he did not do it. Now, all I'm saying is we should leave the window open a little bit and let the truth fly in. Okay? Are you all right? Can I get this?
Yes.
Yeah. Pearl. Yeah, that's me. I, butler here on occasion from time to time, like almost every day. Can I help you?
You're a man of many talents. Want to see Mr. Capwell?
Sure, I'll announce you.
That won't be necessary. What do you want, Lionel?
I'll talk to you in private, T.C.
Courtney, Pearl, would you mind, please?
Yeah, no problem. It's your pad.
I hear you don't spend too much time on dry land anymore. But since you don't have a house, that's perfectly understandable.
I didn't come here to trade insults with you.
Now, what did you come for?
To try to get you to ease up on Sophia.
How touching, how touching. Defending the woman you love.
You don't know what she's been through lately, but she doesn't need any more of your gratuitous cruelty.
Oh, what about what her family needs from her? Kelly is sick. She is locked in a hospital. And no one can find Sophia, so maybe I looked in the wrong bed, huh?
You are a fool, C.C.
No. Well, maybe, but just once. Just once, Lionel. I'll make the same mistakes twice. You're welcome to Sophia. She's all yours. I make no claims on her. It's obvious who she wants.
Look, it is obvious to everyone. Can't you just admit that you love her?
You're ridiculous.
No more ridiculous than your accusations, and much more true. I am asking you if you care about her, just to ease up on her, okay?
I will not allow her to avoid her children when they need her most.
Don't push it.
And don't tell me how to run my family.
Why not? You obviously don't know how to do it yourself.
Get out of here.
I'm gonna do something that I never thought I'd do. I'm gonna break a promise to Sophia.
What? What are you talking about?
I promised that I would never repeat what I'm about to say. But I don't think she should have to put up with anymore.
Oh, please, you're breaking my heart.
She's been through an operation for cancer. That's right, cancer. That's what she was keeping from you, Cece. She was keeping it from her family. She didn't want to worry you. Yeah. She had an operation to remove a cancerous tumor from her breast. She's having radiation now, and they think she's going to be okay. Oh, thank God. Thank God. She went through it alone, Cece. She didn't want her family to have to put up with any more, knowing the problems they were dealing with now. She's still going it alone. So I think maybe the next time you want to make an accusation, you'll think better of it. Heaven only knows she deserves better from you.
Where you been?
Went for a walk. Cleared my head. I'm sorry about what I said to you this morning.
All of it or part of it?
It was so stupid of me to demand your complete trust. I know it's nothing I can demand. I just hope in time you'll feel I've earned it.
I don't trust that easily. Be patient with me, okay?
Showtime, kids.
Thank you, Mason.
Hey, do you think you could see yourself clear to letting us pick a jury by nightfall? I called Mother Isabel at the convent. She's bringing 11 of her closest friends. I thought maybe...
Mason?
If you're here to cancel dinner, I don't have any more time. If it's about anything else, take all the time you need.
I just want to say that, I have to tell you, I love you. And I know we need to talk, and we will talk.
I just want to know what's going on with you.
I know.
You know, once you said, I love you in a courthouse, it's official. There's no going back on it.
I don't want to go back on it.
I won't let you go back on it. I love you, too.
I'll see you at dinner.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me what happened? Why you've been so upset?